The human half of Lann's face looks decidedly pale. That's a funny thing, isn't it? You find yourself in a new city, and suddenly you bump into an old acquaintance. He chuckles, but his expression is closer to wince than a true smile. Savar Malek is here, in Shinira. The demon from the shield mace. Well, assuming Savalamek is here, where should we look for him? Not that I don't know, but this thing, it seems to grow weaker and stronger as we move around, so if you put me on the scent, I'll lead you to him, like a hound. Oh boy. How exactly do you know he's in the Shinira? Lann offers a vague shrug, without looking you in the eye. I feel it. You know, it's like a scent. You smell something unusual once in your life and remember it forever. That feeling I had in the cave when Savar Malek was turning the mongrels into beasts, it's back. Like some clogging, nasty stench that's clogging up my lungs. Like I fall into a latrine and can't swim. Excuse the analogy. Here. Alright, we'll find Savar... Why can't I pronounce his name? We'll find Savar Malek's lair together, Lann. Lann nods. The right thing to do would be to just raze this whole city to the ground, but one demon's lair will do to start with. I think we already destroyed quite some parts of the city. Aru. Rougelet's shoulders are stooped. Staring at the floor, she hands you a scented letter and whispers, "Take a look." The short letter is written in an ornate gold lettering on pink paper. My darling venomous butterfly, welcome back home to our cozy little town. Would you like to visit an old friend? I can't wait for our reunion. Always yours, D. One who sent me this letter. I hope I would never have to hear from him again, but it was inevitable. He found out that I was in the city. Of course he did, and now... Does not help me. The thought of seeing him again terrifies me. But this is simply part of my journey, isn't it? I can't just run away from the sins of my past. I have to at least try and make amends. And if I can't, then I must ask for forgiveness. Who exactly is this D? D. Melchior. Do you remember the shadow from my nightmares? That's him. I used to consider him my crowning achievement, but now I am ashamed to remember him at all. He was an Azata once, a true hero, a knight and a poet, a defender of the weak, the pride of the Elysium. But I corrupted him. I made him fall in love with me. I broke his heart. I made him commit foul crimes I cannot even describe. And when he became indistinguishable from a demon, I left him in the abyss. And now he wants to see me again. Frightened, and ashamed. Venomous butterfly. I've heard those words before, in your dream. That is why my nightmare calls me. My most horrific disgrace. There was a time when that name suited me perfectly. I've poisoned so many souls. I've ruined so many beautiful creatures, both mortal and not. Succubus shakes her head forlornly. Almost all of them are dead now, but this nightmare of mine is still alive, and that means there may still be hope of saving him. I gotta say, it's hard to believe an Azata could be corrupted. You know better than anyone that Azatas are enamored with freedom, and their curiosity spurred them towards new adventures. Slowly but steadily, I lured him into further escapades, each one less innocent than before. Rougelet bites her lip. He believed he could make me give up my evil ways, and I lied to him gleefully, giving him false hope. Sometimes I look at myself now and remember those days, and I want to die of shame. Quite the achievement as a demon to turn an Azata. So, are you going to accept the invitation? I don't want to. You have no idea how afraid I am. What will I say? How will I look him in the eye after everything I've done to him? But I feel I must do this. I must see him. I must tell him that a fall like this is not a death sentence, that there's a way back. And if you won't listen to me, Rochelet looks down once again. I simply ask for his forgiveness. What can I do to help? Please. Rochelet gasps, as if she's deprived of air. Please let's go there together. I must see him again, face to face. I must try to save him from the abyss. I doubt it's possible. I know how much I've corrupted him. But I must try, nevertheless. I must. And yet, I can't do it on my own. I just... Sakiba sobs and buries her face in her hands. Oh. I mean, very evil and cruel thing to do. Not gonna excuse that. What a weird bug. But I mean, she changed for the better. So we have to find the lair, and we have to find the mansion. And of course it doesn't say anything about where, so I hope interacting with the portal will give us some hints. We'll see. Let's take our usual strike force. I mean, there's so many nice characters to take along, but I think it's a nice team. Of course, I already forgot again how the quests are called. Oh well. Lann suddenly stops and presses his hand to his mouth. The human half of his face drains of color, while the scaled half acquires a yellowish tinge. A thick, black drop of something seeps out of his eye and rolls down his cheek, leaving a dark streak. I'm fine. Takes a few steps but staggers like a sailor on a ship. I guess Savanamek is closer than I thought. There are so many demons here. Why do I sense this one in particular? It doesn't sound good. You're definitely not fine. What's wrong with you? Must have eaten something that did. Ron pauses, waiting for a spasm to pass. Alright, there's no point in hiding it. It's definitely because of Sabamelek. I don't just feel where he is. It's like I'm being ripped to pieces from the inside. Like every inch of my body is on fire. When it happened the first time, I thought I was gone, but I'm still alive for now, and I'm ready to break the demon's neck. You know, I had to eat a rotten rat right now. I had to eaten a rotten rat once. Right now, I feel like I've just eaten a dozen of them. Why didn't you tell me before, Lann? Should we stop? No, not anything but that. Every minute I spend in this court is like torture. I feel like Iomede's herald is being forced to set foot inside a brothel. Hand of the narrator. I mean, he's always with us, so he did that, right? So Savanamek is in the upper city. Hold on, we'll find him. Lann clenches his teeth. Savanamek is here, close. The sooner we find him, the better. I don't understand. I haven't been affected by this ritual, then why... He clutches his head. Damn. I run straight into his open arms, if it only make it stop. Okay, I think this is the thing I want to criticize. Cause, you know... You don't have quest markers, and I mean... I like quest markers, I'm not a fan, but that's okay. But those timed quests are a bit annoying, cause I mean, we already walked around the whole place here. Could have just told us before, and now we have to search everything again. I think I'm just going completely down. Yeah, damn it. I hope somewhere along this journey we can get some more... Oh, I think we failed our check. And fell down. I just hope somewhere along this journey we will get Lann to be a bit more confident and positive about his own life and stuff. Oh boy. I guess now I have to just go everywhere once again. Ah, that sucks. Just looking for that damn demon.
Here we go.
But I mean, I already went everywhere. Do I now find him like randomly? Tell me, Lann, where does it get stronger? I'm also feeling like I'm missing huge parts of the map.
Here all week.
It does feel a little bit tedious. Yeah. In general, the same, for example, is that if you want to enter a house or leave a map, that every one of the characters have to line up. It's just like, why? Why do I have to wait? So, I think that could have been a bit more polished. Ah, come on, I don't want to enter everything. Oh well. Let's just walk around. But like I said, I entered everything. I mean, it would be very annoying if it's like with the Thieves Guilds. That you just created like a new door suddenly, magically. Let's have a look. Abandoned mansion, portal up, portal down, portal. I don't know. I want a quest marker. Why don't I get one? Oh well. Ha! Remember this house? Where we couldn't enter? Maybe it's that one. Aha. But it's so random. Then drops to his knees, his breath coming in rattling gasps. He looks at you, trying to say something, black liquid bubbling on his lips. His human eye has turned white. Something vicious and black slowly trickles from it, like tears. Well, I think we found his lair. You've always been a good-looking guy, Lann, and this war paint just adds to your appeal, but what is this gunk oozing out of you? Lann coughs and spits on the ground. It's just my black humor finally taking physical form. Pay no attention. Oh. I don't think your body can handle this. Are you sure you're able to fight the demon? Lann shakes his head. I can manage. I don't know what will happen when I go in, but I won't be a burden. Ever. If I can't walk, I crawl on him and gnaw on his ankles, or at least bite his toes off. Oh, Lann, you're not a burden. Oh boy. And the thing is, now I have two options. I can either be like, you can't fight like this, we retreat now, but we'll come back when we've rested. Which won't make anything better, I assume. Or we can say, suck it up and let's go. Which also feels very harsh. Where's the encouraging option? Suck it up and let's go. Let's finish him. Lann struggles to his feet. I will fight. I'm ready. If not for this, Then for what, right? He's trying to smile, but all he manages is a painful grimace. If I kill him now, the Mongrels won't have to suffer, ever again. If this was a rehearsal for my death, I'd rather die fighting that fiend than die like this. Ah, it hurts to see that, Lann. It really does. How to give you confidence and less I will die anyway energy. The demon's grim figure, which resembles a skeleton with glossy skin stretched over it, hovers above you. A sea of eyes glitter hungrily in the darkness. The Mongrels have been trained well, and they make not a sound, but they await their master's order to attack. Oh, those are transformed Mongrels. Oh gosh. My child, you've finally come to me. It took such a long time to find your father's home. I called and called. I started to think you couldn't hear my call, couldn't feel my touch, but I see that you do. Your body reacts to my presence, like tears shed for great sin. I mean, my poison has penetrated deep within you. Lann, that's your name, isn't it? I accept you, my prodigal son. I'll accept you if you want to join me. Or do you want to be initiated, with my poison in the flesh of the innocent, like all of your kin to build your strength? Or will you let me frost my stinger in you? This will either kill you or make you the greatest of all mongrels. Decide now, while I, your father, am feeling benevolent. Timber grows darker, almost if Savamalek is absorbing the light. Lann falls, trying and failing to get up. I'd rather die than serve you. His voice lowers to a dull growl. And you are not my father, you freak. You know so little, you weak, pathetic mongrel. I made you. You are my creations, and you will return to me. Lann grinds his teeth to stop a scream of pain. Lies. What do you mean you made them, Savamalek? Mongrels are descended from crusaders who were poisoned by demon filth. Ah. Poisoned by demon filth. Savamalek's bulging white eyes drink in the sight of Lann writhing on the ground. Yes, and I was that filth. I was the sweet poison that corrupted them. I'll tell you a story, my naive commander. A long, long time ago, when stupid mortals thought that one crusade would be enough, angels came down from the heavens to fight among you. Quarrel, a child of light, led a troop of crusaders deep into the wound. The darkness deepens, and Lann screams in pain. Shut up, you scum! They walked for many days and lost their way. The wasteland seemed a labyrinth to them, as if someone had confused them on purpose. They ran out of food and water. Despair and incredible rabid hunger overtook them. Only Quarrel kept going and demanded the same of them. And then one of the crusaders said, He's a stranger, this angel. He's not one of us. When we kill and eat him, he won't be missed. His holy flesh will give us the strength to get out of here. See how he walks so briskly without tiring. We will gain his strength. The crusaders were terrified, but the more their hunger tormented them, the more eagerly they looked upon Quarrel. And one night in the darkness, they did what they had talked about, and the one who planted this idea in their hands dealt the first blow. And when the feast was over, I shed my crusader's guise and assumed my true form. I told them I was letting them go home, but that my brand, a brand of sin, would stay with them and their children forevermore. My poison would flow in their veins, and when I gave the order, they would come to me. Wow, how horrible. But that's with the eating celestial blood or people of celestial blood thing. The first one ate an angel. You are lying. Lann is shaking. You are lying. I don't know if he's lying. kind of makes... it seems to add up. That's so... I mean, the Mongrels were already tormented so much by their ancestry and... oh gosh. Your magic didn't affect Lann in the caves below Kenabres, but now it's turning him inside out. What changed? Do you really think my powers are as crude as that? And the caves are some of those I chose. Yeah, I'm calling to the blood of all my children. I'm calling to the sin of their ancestors, to that old promise to return them to my side. No one can resist that call. The demon grins. And you, Commander, cannot resist the call of duty. This is why you are here, and not in your fortress. Where did you get these mongrels from? Didn't you flee Nitherholm alone with your tails between your legs? Oh, Commander, don't assume you're the only one with a loyal army. I've been gathering my children for years. Those who are thought to have been lost in the caves actually found their true home. See any familiar faces, Lann? Oh, I guess if we hadn't killed Wendwork, she would be here. Lann looks at the mongrels. Brulo, oh, Goram. But it's not possible. They're supposed to be dead. They went missing when I was a kid. My poison doesn't kill mongrels, it gives them life. A long, long life. Those who remained in Dresden also deserve a long life. But what about you? Is this how you want to die? I'd rather die than obey you. Lann doubles over in pain again. Lann, fight! It's just a demon, we've killed plenty before. You are stronger than this. I am... Lann tries to get up, but can't. And he pounds his fist on the floor in despair. No, I can't. I let you down, Commander. I'm done. Finish me off. It's better that way. Oh, shut up. Oh, interesting. We have to do a check, otherwise there's no way but to kill him. But thankfully it's quite doable. Nothing's over as long as you're alive. I need you, Lann. Fight! Lann takes a deep breath and closes his eyes. Yes, just a minute. If you need me, I get up. Give me a few minutes. I can do it. It'll be fine. So, the Mongrel ancestors were noble crusaders. They are fallen sinners who committed a great and disgusting atrocity. They destroyed a child of light and do not deserve to see the sun. Banished to darkness, doomed to starvation and deformity. Mongrels belong here with me. Flesh imbued with my poison is the only food they need. Serving me is the only life they deserve. I don't believe you. You're just making this up. Lann attempts to get up again, but fails, vomiting vicious, black liquid. If I'm lying, why are you squirming before me now like a pathetic worm? You, who has not touched my poison or been my servant. If I'm lying, whence the taste of blood and raw flesh on your tongue? Whence the hunger that is currently turning your guts inside out? Enough talking. It's time you paid for everything. Oh no, Commander. While I did receive my mythic power from my master, I'm not in the mood to fight now. It's time for me to visit my children in Dresden, the city you abandoned. Without me, they are wandering in darkness, but I will give them power. Too bad you won't be able to follow me. We'll literally be worlds apart. No, you won't touch them. Kill me, but don't touch them. What are you talking about, my child? Of course I will kill you. Not personally, though. I will leave you in the capable hands of your kin. They may be few, but each of them is worth a dozen experienced soldiers. If you happen to survive, next time we meet, I'll have an army. Prepare to see even more familiar faces in it, Lann. Whoa. Such a powerful scheme, and such a cruel one. Ouch. And poor Lann.
You can handle them, right?
Oh gosh. I damn it. Seems like he really can flee. Damn it.
Prepare yourself.
Like, all this adventure so far seems to be so cruel for Lann. Also now having to fight all his, well, former friends and former tribesmates. Hi there, Luna. Nice to see you. Interesting that we didn't trigger that trap. And so many mongrels. But he basically just created a whole tribe for that. A whole lineage. Lann is still pale, but he's obviously much improved. It's a strange feeling. I ought to stop thinking about my tribe and fulfill my duty as a crusader. But I can't. I'm a mongrel, and I have a duty to the mongrels too. My heart is like my face now, split in two. My cold-blooded half tells me to forget about the tribe. But my human half is desperate to find a way back to Golarion. Lann looks at you intently. Until we do what the Queen sent us here to do, we can't leave this place, right, Commander? Tell me. I need to hear it. Are you alright? Lann chuckles. Right now, I'm fine. I don't even have a headache. But inside, that's another story. Why don't I just jump around a little? If anything comes loose inside me, it'll rattle. That way we'll know if I need to run to a healer or if it's late. Unwipe the remains of the black liquid from his face. A chance to wash my face would be welcome, or maybe I should leave it. I could scare off passing demons. Oh boy. Oh, Lann. I don't think I can say anything more about that than oh, Lann. I want to say anything supportive, anything which shows that I care about Lann. Everything seems just so cold. Because like 3 feels just like lying. Savannah's presence alone had you writhing in agony just now. Will you be able to fight him when we catch up with him again? I don't know if I'll be able to handle him or not, but I have to try. It's a matter of honor. The Mongrels are safe in Dresden, no matter what the demon said. And only we can carry out our mission here. Lann takes a deep breath and then exhales loudly. You're right. There are plenty of people back in Dresden who will protect the Mongrels. The Queen, Irobeth, Anivia. Yes, I'm going to trust in that. But even so, now it's personal. I will have to go back there and face the demons. We have to keep going. Do what we came to the Abyss to do. There's no other way out. Yes, Commander. The sooner we find here, the sooner we'll return to Dresden. Thank you for not abandoning me and for your words. I'm going to make the demon regret the day he was spawned. That is my duty, and I will see it done, whatever it takes. You're always helping me. You do so much for me, and Lann tries to muster a smile, but quickly gives up. I have to talk to you in private. I think I have something to tell you, but just need to think over how to say it. Let's talk on the Nexus, alright? I'm missing all the things Logan would say, or I want to say. Oh well. Happy, happy.